Now that was national stuff. Now we're gonna go. I'll take a very kind of microscopic look at Williamson County in Austin, Texas. So let's take a deep dive. Okay, Williamson County, Williamson County. So I gone ahead and put together the last 3 months. So if you're looking at it from left to right, you got May, June, and July. Okay, so I love looking at numbers side by side because this really gives you that perspective, like what's happening. So so the very top piece of this median sales price of a home, we've we've seen it decline from May 509 to July, so last month 485. Now even though we've seen it decline, if that 10.2% number is saying that last July, so July of 2021, that price of 45 is still 10% more than what it was last year. So still an upward trend as far as home appreciation. But if you're just looking at it from the last 3 months, we have seen the market starting to cool off and sales pricing go down. All right, kind of moving on across the board here. Active listings. We went from 1,200 in May, now we're at 2,800 in July. Okay, and look at the month of inventory. You can see now we're in this upward trend of from 1.1, about a month's worth of inventory back in May. Now we're at almost at 3. At 3. 6 is what they consider a normal balanced market in terms of inventory when it comes to homes. Okay, and the median price per square foot, I know people are really always curious on what that looks like. You have to take that with a grain of salt because it's a good data point, but you shouldn't use that as a sole like decision maker when it comes to, because every house is different, right? Think of every house is like a snowflake, because no one house is alike, because you don't know what the house looks like on the inside, right? So we went from 254 back in May to 245 in July, so a slight decrease. And one thing to note, let me get my head out the way, days on market, we went from 13, now we're at 19 days in the market. So homes are sitting a tad bit longer because now we're going through this kind of weird, funny phase of now we're trying to find where that nice middle ground is when in terms of price, right? Buyers have been fatigued. They're kind of been over all this back and forth and putting in all this effort and still losing. So buyers kind of say like, hey, we're putting this journey on pause, and we're going to wait till this market cools off. So this is reflecting that because we're seeing days on market increase. So buyers, your time is coming. Your time is coming. If you've been waiting all this time to see this market shift and flip to your favor, it is coming if it's not already here. If it's not already here. Okay. So I live in Cedar Park, so that's why I chose to do Cedar Park. If you want me to cover your town somewhere here in Williamson County, I can easily do this for Hutto, Georgetown, Round Rock, you name it, and just let me know down below, and I will do this nice little side by side for the last 3 months. Like I said, I love doing it. I would love to have a discourse with you in the comments to talk about the market in your hometown. So we can see the trend is the same for Williamson County as a whole. We're seeing the median price $600,000 back in May, now dropped to $512,000 for last month in July. And we actually see a negative, negative housing, negative 2.4%. So negative median price compared to last year. So it was the median price of 512 is 2.4% less than what it was last year. I hope I'm saying that. Yeah, I hope I'm saying that right. Sometimes the numbers can be a little daunting and confusing, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not afraid of being wrong. I'm here to just try to put out good information, and sometimes if I'm reading stuff wrong, hey, I'm not going to be bent out of shape. You can help me with that. Okay, so crazy. Look at the active listings. It jumped from 94 to 212, right? So everybody who was on the fence, I was like, man, I feel like we're about to miss my boat. Let's put our house on the market, and they did. That's why we're seeing this huge uptick in active listings, almost doubling. And again, months of inventory, right? months of inventory went from 1 month back in May. Now we're almost at 3. So upward trend of more inventory. This is going to be better for you as buyers, and because you're going to have more options. You're going to have simply more options. Now notice here, days on market, we went from 8 back in May to 18 now in July. So again, houses are sitting longer. And there you go. You can almost kind of pause this so you can take a really good look at it, especially if you really like looking at the median price per square foot. We went from 279 to 262. Not bad. Still pretty good overall. It's gone down, but still pretty good overall. And Leander, Texas. Leander has been hot spot for a minute, so it's no surprise that out of all, when I was looking at all the reports, this one actually still went up. Look, it went from 560 back in May and it dropped in June, and then it went back up again, more than what it was back in May, to 567 in July. So Leander is still hot, still killing it. Active listings went up 117 to 248. Closed sales, a little bit less. That just tells me that if you have 248 active listings and you only close 79 of them, houses are still probably, the sellers in Leander aren't coming to terms with the market shift, and they're probably still waiting out to see if they can get top dollar. Like, they're pretty much thinking like, we're still in last year, I can still put whatever price out there and I'm gonna get someone's gonna meet that offer. That they're gonna be, don't hold your breath is all I can say. Don't hold your breath. Upward trend in months of inventory, 1.1 to 2.6, and it's going to continue to grow. I move builders every month, and they are catching up. They're still experiencing supply chain issue delays, but they are optimistic that with what they have planned and in the works, they can still continue to see that number to rise. It's not going to be a crazy jump. We're not going to go from 3 to probably 6 next month, or maybe next month we'll probably see it like at 3, 3.1, 3.2. Let's see. This will be kind of cool to see between this video and the next month when I do another video like this. Okay, the median sales price 263 to 241, so that actually dropped, which I kind of find a little interesting. The median sales price went up, but the median price per square foot went down. Interesting. Days on market, no significant changes. It's been the same. 18, 16, and 19. Right? It's taking a lot longer to close, that's for sure, than it is to get a house off the market. Okay, guys, that was it. If you like these reports, I will gladly do one, like I said, for your hometown. Drop me a comment below if you found this at all interesting and remotely useful. I am trying to get better at bringing you as much value as I can when I'm doing these presentations. And just keep in mind, it takes me a lot of effort and time to put all this information together, to analyze it for you, so I can regurgitate it to you in terms that we can all understand. And yeah, I appreciate your support, and I'll catch you next month on the next one.